Welcome to Standard Voice News Channel. I am Samira Ibrahim. Here are your top stories for today. Zamfara State Government bans the movement of motorcycles in groups. The Svtv Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists has been inaugurated. House of Representative members from Kano and Jigawa states have appealed to the federal government to reopen Murtala Aminu Kano International Airport. On business, Borno Supply Company has been directed to sell petrol at government-controlled price. On international scene, Senate asks federal government to return IDPs in Benin Republic. On sports, Onyimba's Olisima Ice winning start at African Confederation Cup. Now the news in details. Zamfara State Governor Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalem Maradin has announced the ban on the conveyance of more than one passenger on a motorcycle with immediate effect in all parts of the state. The governor made the proclamation during a statewide broadcast in Gusau on Tuesday. He said the measure was necessary and a further push to bring an end to the activities of the recalcitrant bandits so as to bring lasting peace to the state.
Conveyance of more than 2 persons on motorbike is hereby banned with immediate effect. Security agents are directed to arrest and arraign the violators of this order for prosecution. Government also prohibits the movement of motorbike in groups in all the nooks and crannies of the state. Security forces are hereby directed to ensure total compliance of this order.
The Shetiman Sokoto warned all political actors to desist from any act capable of truncating the state security and directed security agencies to monitor the activities of all political actors and take appropriate action against the violators.
All political actors are hereby strongly warned to desist from any act capable of endangering the state security, as security agencies have been directed to monitor the activities of all the political actors and take appropriate action against the violators. Security forces are hereby directed to ensure total compliance of this order.
The governor directed traditional rulers and local government council sole administrators to always remain in their domains and monitor the influx of any suspicious characters.
Traditional rulers and local government council sole administrators are hereby directed to always remain in their respective domain to monitor the influx of any suspicious characters.
The governor also expressed dismay with the persistent activities of some local vigilant groups, despite the burden of such groups, pointing out that the order is still in force.
The government observed with dismay the persistence of the activities of some Nsakai. Despite the banning of such vigilant groups, this order still remains in place.
The Zamfara State Police Command says the news trending on social media networks that bandits attacked a school in Maradi local government area is a figment of imagination of the writers who are trying to insert fear and confusion into the minds of the public. The command explained that what actually happened in that environment was a case of farmers' headers clash, pointing out that no casualty was recorded except a minor skirmish which was brought under control by the police. It said the case is currently under investigation by the command's state CID and the culprit will be charged to court as soon as possible. Members of the public are enjoined to disregard the story and remain calm without any fear or apprehension. The Zamfara State Police Command wishes to inform all retired police officers in the state that the second phase of the nationwide registration and capturing of retired police officers in the ongoing enrollment of retired police officers on the National Health Insurance Scheme will commence on 15th March 2021. The exercise is in line with the Inspector of Police Muhammad Adamu's resolve to ensuring that no retired police officer, including his or her spouse, irrespective of rank, is left out from having full access to all NHIS services and benefits covered by the Police Health Maintenance Organization. The State Commissioner of Police Abu Tuyaru urged all retired police officers in the state who were not captured in the first piece to come out for this laudable gesture, pointing out that they should visit any police area command close to them with their letter of retirement and retiree's ID card. The Standard Voice Television Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists has been inaugurated, an impressive ceremony at the SVTV premises. The ceremony was presided over by acting chairman of the council, Malam Muhammad Bello Ibrahim Oko. The chairman charged officials and members of the chapel to always abide by the union's constitution in all their activities.
Of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity, of the Union, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directives principles of the Union as contained in its constitution, that I will exercise the authority vested on me as
the Secretary,
so as not to impede or prejudice the authority lawfully vested on me, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct, the serve and well-being of the people of Nigeria, in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
Those inaugurated were Hawa Muhammad, Chairperson, Nura Ibrahim, Vice Chairman, Peter Phillips, Secretary, Nazifi Abubakar Zaki, Assistant Secretary, and Samira Ibrahim, Financial Secretary. Others are Abu Sufyan Abubakar, Auditor, Usama Umar Liman, Treasurer, and the remaining members are Ibrahim Halidu, Aminu Mada, Fatima Jusara, Fauzia Ibrahim, Rahma Ibrahim, Bello Muhammad, and Abdulmajid Badamasi. In his remarks, the Deputy Chairman of the organization, Alhaji Ibrahim Garbatunau, thanked the officials of the State Council of the NUG for organizing the inauguration ceremony.
On behalf of the management and the entire staff of the Standard Voice Television Gusau, I express our profound appreciation to the state officials of the NUG for finding time to come to perform this epoch-making event. The inauguration today will enable members of the SVTV chapel to be among the mainstream members of the fourth estate of the realm, both at state and national levels. I once more welcome you to SVTV for this historic occasion. Thank you very much.
The Nigerian Labour Congress in Kano State on Wednesday protested against plans by the National Assembly to remove the minimum wage from the exclusive to concurrent legislative list of the Constitution. Reports said that members of the Workers' Union, led by the NLC chairman in Kano State, Mr. Ado Minjibir, embarked on the protest to the Kano State House of Assembly to vent their displeasure. Speaking during the protest, Minjibir said that the NLC will not accept such plans as it was detrimental to the interests of the workers in the state. He said that the protest to the State House of Assembly was to get the support of the lawmakers to reject the decision whenever it is transmitted to them for confirmation. The NLC chairman said that the bill, which had already scaled second reading at the National Assembly, was not in the interest of workers across all the states of the Federation. Katsina State government has officially taken delivery of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine on Wednesday, 10th March 2021. This was confirmed by the Executive Secretary of the State Primary Health Care Development Agency, Dr. Shamsuddin Yahaya. He confirmed the arrival of the vaccine in a short message saying COVID-19 vaccine of about 107,540 doses have arrived Katsina. The doses will be administered first to frontline health workers and top government officials in the state. The vaccine came to Katsina through the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport and will be stored in various cold rooms in the state. Deputy Governor Manir Yakubu, Health Commissioner Engineer Yakubu Danja, Permanent Secretary, Executive Secretary, State Primary Health Care Development Agencies, and other government officials were on hand to receive the doses. Members of the House of Representatives from Kano and Jigawa states have appealed to the federal government to reopen the international wing of Malam Aminu Kano Airport. Earlier, the business community in Kano have made similar appeal to the federal government. For more details on this story, over on to our correspondent.
Alasan Ado Dogwa, representing Tudunwada Dogwa constituency in the House of Representatives, also the House leader, appealed while leading the lawmakers to inspect the airport on Sunday. According to him, the visit is a follow-up to the meeting they had with the Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadis Recount, Thursday, March 4th. They visit the airport to see for themselves what is actually on the ground to express their concern to the federal government to reopen the airport wing like Lagos, Abuja and Port Harcourt. Malam Aminu Kano International Airport was closed together with other airports in the world based on the health challenges, especially the issue of COVID-19, which had been a major health challenges in the country. And he said they met the minister and he gave them the operational reason and assured that the terminal will be reopened very soon.
Sister airports of its own standing, like Abuja, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, were closed at the same time, but they have been reopened to continue foreign operations, foreign flights operations. And for that reason, coming to provide the voice of our people, coming to speak on behalf of our business community in Kano, Jigawa, Katsina, and the northwestern part of the country, and by extension, the people of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Adodogwa also asked the business community in the state to utilize the newly completed terminal when open to attract more airlines to the state. Conducting the lawmakers round, the managing director of Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria Fund, Captain Rabiu Yadudu, assured that the terminal will be reopened soon. According to him, the plan to open the terminal was shelved due to the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. Alhata Abubakar, President of Kano State Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, welcomed the intervention of the lawmakers to ensure the reopening of the terminal. He commended the lawmakers for their efforts, adding that reopening the airport will save business. He commended the lawmakers for their efforts, adding that reopening the airport will save businesses from complete collapse.
The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, has expressed the federal government's determination to speedily complete all road projects awarded across the country. The minister said this while inspecting the works on the federal roads awarded in the country. For more details on this story, over on to our correspondent.
Reconstruction of 103-kilometer Numan to Jalingo Road and 43-kilometer Numan to Cham Road, as well as 100-kilometer Meo Belwa, Ganye, and Jada Road in Adamawa State are ongoing steadily. The roads, when completed, are expected to reduce some of the difficulties faced by the motorists, as well as economic growth in the area. The motorists planning the roads has something to say.
We appeal to the government that they should emphasize to construct the road quickly.
So what our federal government has done is a very good thing, and we hope it will come up with so many agencies.
The Minister of Works and Housing, represented by Director of Federal Highway Northeast Zone, Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Mr. Celestia Shosun, expressed satisfaction with the quality and pace of the work and promised to collaborate with the Northeast Development Commission for speedy completion of the project.
There is no challenge of funding for this project. We urge the contractor to move on.
The contractors handling the project promised to sustain efforts within the specification. In Yola, Ibrahim Musa Ungodo reporting.
On business. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum has directed Borno Supply Company, the government-owned filling station, to ensure daily supply of 45,000 litres of petrol towards addressing the problem of fuel scarcity experienced across the state. The governor has been visiting the filling stations across the state to monitor the sale of fuel at official price of 161 naira per litre. For more details on this story, over on to our correspondent.
Governor Babangida Umar Zulum was not only at Gold Cross Supply Company but also visited private fuel stations within the state capital where fuel is allegedly hoarded. Most of the fuel stations have been locked for the past week, a situation that has caused pain on motorists and other residents. The scarcity was caused by hoarders who were expecting an increase in the pump price. The NNPC has since dismissed the speculations, adding that there will be no increase on the price of fuel at stations in the near future. Governor Zulum has said government is working tirelessly towards solving the lingering problem of fuel scarcity in Maiduguri. The scarcity came just as Maiduguri has been without power supply for over a month after Boko Haram cut off power from the national grid.
In a related development, the Borno state government is set to establish great irrigation project across the 27 local government areas in the state. This is brought to the fore where Governor Zulum inspected a pilot project in Mapa town on his way to Dikwa and Gala local government areas of the state. For more details on this story, over on to our correspondent.
Agriculture is among Zulum's led administration's 10 agenda development in order to improve living conditions of its citizens. Irrigation activities are currently ongoing within the Mapa area, which is among 2 of the areas selected for the pilot project.
In order to provide adequate food security to the people of Borno State, government has intended to embark upon a very serious irrigation program. And therefore, we are willing to establish irrigation systems in all the 27 local government areas of the state with a view to supporting dry season irrigation farming. Here in Dikwa also, we are ready to construct a lot of ad dams so that people can use the ad dams.
Governor Zulum went round the ongoing project sites in the 2 areas, and the success of the pilot projects will pave way for the remaining 25 local governments of the state. He also asked officials handling the projects to consider the area's low rainfall levels.
On international scene. The Senate has advised the federal government to bring back the people of Yewa in Ogun State who sought refuge in the Republic of Benin following incessant herdsmen attacks on their communities. It urged the federal government to direct officials of the National Emergency Management Agency and the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management to coordinate the return. The Senate adopted the resolution following a point of order moved by the senator representing Ogun West, Tolu Odebiyi. The Senate also urged security agencies to resolve law and order in the affected communities. Also, the first batch of 5,000 Nigerian refugees in Cameroon had returned to Borno State. The ceremony was conducted at Amchide, a border community between Nigeria and Cameroon near Banki in Bama local government area of Borno State. Still on international scene, the United Arab Emirates has extended the ban on Nigerian flights till March 20th. A statement titled Update on Flights from Nigeria to Dubai until March 20th, 2021 by an Emirates spokesperson in Lagos said passengers from both Abuja and Lagos will not be accepted to travel prior to or including this date. In line with government directives, passenger services from Nigeria, Lagos and Abuja to Dubai are temporarily suspended until March 20th, 2021. Passengers who have been to or connected through Nigeria in the last 14 days are not allowed entry into the United Arab Emirates, whether terminating in or connecting through Dubai. It added that Emirates flights from Dubai to Lagos and Abuja will continue to operate as per the normal schedule. On sports, Enyimba Football Club attacking midfielder Srila Olisima has said that a winning start against Libyan side in today's opening Group A of the Confederation Cup will boost their morale to perform well in subsequent matches. Speaking ahead of the encounter slated for Enyimba International Stadium, Olisima, who scored Enyimba's goal only in the elimination of Rivers United in the play-off round, was full of respect for the Libyan side but stood firm that the People's Elephant will be out for the spoils. He said it is going to be a vital game for them since it is the first group match. Olisima said, in any competition you have to win your first match in order to get a lot of confidence to go ahead and play in the other games. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State Government bans the movement of motorcycles in groups. The Standard Voice Television Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists has been inaugurated. House of Representative members from Kano and Jigawa State have appealed to the federal government to reopen Malam Aminu Kano International Airport. On business, Borno State Government directed Borno Supply Company to sell petrol at government-controlled price. On international scene, Senate asked the federal government to return IDPs in Benin Republic. On sports, Onyimba's Olisima Ice winning start at African Confederation Cup. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Department, Ibrahim Garbatino, I am Samira Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.